Intersectionality is a recognition that a person's identity and the experiences of discrimination that they may have had are not just one dimensional. Our identities and the choices that we have available to us are impacted by how we see ourselves, yes, but also by how we're seen by other people and systems of power. And gender, sexual identity, disability, racial identity, these are aspects of our identity that we don't experience one at a time. For example, we're all well aware that a woman is likely to be paid less for the same job than a man with the same role. If that woman has a disability or is not white, she is more likely to be paid less than a man doing the same job and probably less than a white woman or a woman without a disability doing the same job. If you know this, if you understand intersectionality, you can adjust how you make decisions. You don't have to have all of the answers. If you are a leader who in the past has felt the pressure to always have the answer, statistically speaking, this is an area where that's not going to work for you. We know that most CEOs and business leaders are privileged with white skin, with no visible disability, with maleness. So if that describes you, you are not going to be the expert in diversity. You will need to look to others to share their perspectives and their insights to help you create that culture where everyone can contribute their whole selves without fear of discrimination that they've probably experienced in many other areas of their lives. Uh, Leading, even when you don't have all the answers, is another skill for you to add to the leadership toolbox. And I think it's one that any leader who has led through the uncertainty of a startup stage or a merger has the chops to develop that. Surround yourself with good people who have a variety of experiences, including a variety of experiences of systemic barriers, and listen to them. So, as leaders, your decisions about what is important will have a huge influence on the kind of culture your organization has. Um, to make sure that that organization is really inclusive, your decisions really matter. The most important thing that you can do as an ally with that level of power and influence is to listen to people on your team or in your customer base who have experienced that discrimination. Value their experience as expertise and value experience that isn't the same as yours. Listen for what they're saying about what needs to change and act. Believe them, act in good faith, and make changes. And when you've made the changes, check back and see if it had the intended impact. And as you would in any area of innovation, don't be afraid to make some mistakes and course correct.